Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Richard. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. On New York, say it ain't so, because I believe it's so. Um, how are you going to make Hitchins, you, verse Cambosis about you, Hitchins, verse Bill Haney? How are you going to start off the press conference, you versus Bill? How is Bill going to come to the gym that you're training in? How is it going to be F the Haney, since we're in the first 5 minutes, can't cuss? How's it going to be F the Haneys? But when Devin comes calling your name, now all of a sudden, you don't want to go up to 147. Well, let me use your words against you really fast, because I believe you said this about the IBF. This is him explaining why he didn't want to fight Matias, because he didn't want to do the rehydration clause. He literally says in this interview that I'm playing right now, an excerpt from, that he didn't feel right against Paro. It wasn't the best Hitchins due to the rehydration clause. He wasn't at his best. He doesn't like it. That's why initially, from my understanding, I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I am, but I don't believe I am. This is why initially he turned down Jack Catterall as well, because he didn't want to do the rehydration clause. Now he fights Paro, okay? Hitchins, you have been on record several times now talking about you don't like the 10-pound rehydration clause. You don't want to do it. You don't feel it's your best. So if you're too big for the IBF, then you're too big for 140. If you're too big for 140, what's the next place to go? 147. Who's in 147? Devin Haney. Who did you call out? Devin Haney. Who did you talk about the entire press conference looking past George Kambosos to set up what seemed like a fight? Devin Haney. You and Bill went back so many times that I got amped up. I'm like, on New York. We're going to have New York versus Cali. That's what's about to happen. New York versus Cali. Here we are, 2025. No violence. This is boxing. But we about to get the East Coast versus the West Coast in the boxing ring. Who's the best? Is Devin as good as they say he is? Or did Ryan Garcia, even though he was allegedly juiced up, that's the only reason why Devin looked bad? Because Devin dominated Ramirez. Whether you like the fight or not, he dominated him. I've said it numerous times and I'll say it again. Devin was dominant against Ramirez, but it wasn't impressive. But here's the thing about boxing. You don't have to be impressive to win. If you win every single round, arguably, I gave Ramirez one round, so I had it 11-1. But that's a landslide victory. That's a domination. No matter how boring you said the fight was, that's a domination. When I beat you 11-1, I dominated you. Haney dominated Ramirez. That's just the facts. There's no getting around it. Now that you won your fight against George Kambosos, not only did you win it, but you did it in spectacular fashion. You did it better than Lomachenko because you stopped him faster, even though Loma may have gave a blueprint on how to beat him to the body. And you did it better than Devin did in 24 rounds. So now you and Devin have a light type opponent. Now this boosts up you versus Devin. Also, as I said earlier, and played your own excerpt from your own interview out of your own mouth, your own voice, that you don't really like having to make the weight at 140. So why not move up to 147? All I've heard since you won, and people ask you, is it sounds like, and I said this before, and I use this analogy again. It sounds like it was brushstroking until you beat George Kambosos. Then they started asking about Devin, who you called out. Then you started to tread water. Now you went from treading water to doing the back pedal. You're floating on your back, kicking your legs, going away from the finish line. I thought this was the next fight. I thought this is what you brought up. Tio jumped in the ring because Tio acted like he wanted to fight you. And it still sounded like you wanted to fight Devin Haney until the post-fight press conference. Now all of a sudden it's changed. You got Haney tweeting at you every day. And here's the thing about it, and I'm going to say this. I like Hitchins. I think Hitchins is the number one guy at 140. I believe he could beat Devin Haney. But what I also believe is Devin Haney don't duck nobody. If Devin Haney says he's going to fight you, he's going to fight you. If you answer the call, if you sign the contract, if you step up to the plate, Devin going to be there to open up the door. But are you going to walk through that door when he opens it? Or are you going to doorbell ditch, because that's what it seemed like you did, Richard. Seems like you did a doorbell ditch. You went there, you rang the doorbell, you was expecting the door to stay shut, and it opened. And now you're running looking for a bush to hop in. And I don't like that. Because like I said, I believe you're the best fighter at 140. I don't think anybody can beat you at 140. But can you beat Devin at 147? That's the real question. And you boosted this fight up. Nobody was asking for Hitchins versus Haney. You boosted this fight up. You called Devin's name. And now that Devin said, let's do it at 147. And I don't even know why you would be scared, because Devin's not even a true 147-pound fighter if you think about it. He's only had one fight above 140, and it wasn't even at 147. It was at 144. So he's not even a true welterweight. So he's practically a junior welterweight 0.5. Yeah. Somewhere in the middle. That's where he lies. That's where he resides. And y'all will both be fighting at 147 for the first time. So it's not like he has an edge over you. He doesn't have an advantage over you. He's never fought at 147 before. When he fought Ryan, he made weight. Ryan didn't. Ryan came in heavy, but he was on weight. So again, Devin's never really truly had a fight at 147. So I don't understand. What are you scared of, Richard? And I don't want to say you're scared, because like I said, you here for the city. You here for New York. We behind you. We got you. We want to see you win. We want to see you be victorious. But what we don't want to see is you talk all that and make the city look bad. Like we just cap. Like we just talk. Because everybody know New Yorkers can talk. We can talk all day, every day. We gonna talk circles around you. But this is the most relevant point, Hitchins, Richardson. Do you believe you can box circles around them? Because if you don't step up to the plate, if you don't take this fight, in my opinion, you're like the thumbnail shows, you're a duck. So the question is, are you about what you talk about, or were you just looking for clout? Were you just using Devin's name to boost up the Kambosos fight with no intentions to ever fight him? Because I don't like that you said you want him next, then you win, and you talk about, well, if I keep doing what I'm doing and he keeps doing what he's doing, then eventually we're going to meet. No. We've seen that too many times in boxing. Most recently, we saw it with I was about to say Tyson Fury. Scratch that. We've seen that with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Well, if he keeps winning and I keep winning, then eventually we'll fight. And then both fighters end up losing. Took away the biggest fight that could have been made in boxing. Could have been the biggest fight that could have been made in decades. Really, it could have set the bar if they would have fought. Because you would have had all of U.S. behind Wilder and all of Britain, the UK, behind AJ. Y'all could have set records. But, like Hitchins said, keep doing what you're doing. I keep doing what I'm doing. And eventually we meet down the middle. No, it don't work like that. You fight now while y'all are both undefeated. Because make no mistake, Devin Haney is undefeated. That loss to Ryan got wiped away. It doesn't exist. We have amnesia. Poof, like a magic trick, it disappeared. He's got no losses. You got no losses. You're a champion. He was a champion. Would have still been a champion had somebody not allegedly popped hot. So again, why would you not fight him at his prime and you at your prime? He just fought. You just fought. The stars align. It's perfect for y'all to fight next. He ain't going to have a long layoff. You're not going to have a long layoff. If anything, you're going to be the fresher fighter because you just fought. So again, I don't like the way boxers today move. I'm going to read the comments in 1 second. I don't like the way these boxers move nowadays. If you call somebody out, they answer your call, then call their bluff. Because that's the only way it comes around. Call his bluff. If you don't think Haney's actually going to fight you, which I know he will, because Haney's never ducked anybody. He's chased big names since day one. And anytime that big name stepped in the ring with him, he fought. So that's just the bottom line. All right, let me drop this link. I'm going to read these couple of comments as people roll in. Because, you know, I rarely ever go live. These are impromptu. These are just randomized. And let's see if anybody wants to hop on the panel. Regulator says, I point my finger at you. I thought he was about to call out T.O. Then he started hugging T.O. Yeah, well, no, I did not think he was going to call out T.O. Tio hopped in the ring. I thought Tio was looking for a fight, and Hitchins already had his fight in mind. Devin Haney. That's what I thought. And that's why they did the hug fest. That's why they did the friendly talking, because they didn't really want to fight. What's going on, RGM? How you doing? Y'all talking to each other. Been meaning to stop by Tony's Reviews. Hop on the panel, RGM. Hop on the panel. Join us. Let's talk about this. Because I don't understand how you're coming off your biggest win to date. The fight that gave you notoriety. And one of the biggest boxers in boxing, and Devin Haney, is saying, let's run it. You said, fuck the Haneys? Well, here I am. Let's do it. You have the opportunity to have the biggest fight that you can make. And you're not going to take it? It can't be that you think you're too small for 147 because, like I've said numerous times now, you already stated that you feel too big for 140. Watching something with girlfriend. Okay, you good, RGM. How do you feel about this, RGM, if this fight does not happen? How do you feel about Hitchins not fighting Devin Haney after talking about him the entire time, the entire press conference? All he did was talk about him. How does that make you feel about Hitchins? Do you think he's showing duck? And we're gonna put this thumbnail up real fast. We're gonna put this up in the background. Where is it? What did I title it? Hold on. Okay. We're gonna add this real fast. Image. Because what I don't want to see is this right here. This is what I do not want to see. Devin said we could get it at 147. And I say, don't be a duck. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be a duck. Because I'm not going to let my foot off of you. Because you called him out. Look, Hitchins, we need this. We got people like Berlanga. Tio's a fucking idiot. You're the only hope New York's got. We got Gerald Big Baby Miller, who can't stop juicing at the juice bar. New York boxers ain't doing it like they used to. You right now, truth be told, is our biggest star. You are. So, are you going to do it for the city? Are you going to do it for yourself? Or are you going to run scared, not wanting to get in the ring with Devin Haney? Because I know, like I said, Devin was chasing Loma before Devin even had experience. Devin would have fought Loma if Loma didn't decide to go for Tio. That would have been a fight that would have been made for the WBC mandatory. But Loma went for undisputed with the franchise, and we saw that he lost. Circle back around, years later, they finally fight. Personally, I thought Loma won the fight, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant because Devin was chasing him back then, and he chased him to more recent when he got the victory over Lomachenko. Devin was chasing Ryan Garcia for years. Ryan ducked the mandatory. Then he fought for the mandatory to be the mandatory of Devin, which he already was, instead of fighting Devin. Then, after becoming the mandatory for a second time, ducked him for years. And the whole time, Devin would fight. So, from big names, now you can say they were older. Linares, ex-champion. Regis was a current champion, regardless how you feel about him. Ramirez, ex-champion. Lomachenko, I believe he was an ex-champion when Devin got in the ring with him. Who else? Who am I missing? Ryan was never a champion. Probably will never be a champion after how Rolly beat him. Yeah. That's all I know. Ryan took one of them shots from Rolly in the second round. And then he was scared the rest of the time. That slobber hit him in the face. That glove hit him in the face, and he looked scared. Whereas I would say this. Even in the fight that Devin looked his worst, did his worst, was in the worst situation he could be in, he never stopped fighting. I personally thought he got dropped 5 times against Ryan Garcia. They only counted 3 of them, I believe. But he never stopped fighting. Even hurt, he kept fighting. That's heart. That's determination. That's the will to win. That's what you want to see in a champion. Somebody who doesn't back down. Somebody who's going to win against all odds. Somebody who will risk it all, like Deontay Wilder, and go out on their shield. But they will not back down. They will not give up. And that's the thing about Devin that I will say. I do not believe Devin has any bitch in his blood. I don't believe he does. And if you don't fight him, Hitchins, after calling him out, this is going to be the thumbnail for you every time I make a video. And I don't know I don't make videos like I used to. I know I don't go live like I used to. It's been toned down, but we're going to come back. We're going to get these numbers up. We're going to be going live more often. And when we do, this is going to be a thumbnail. Even if you fight Teofimo Lopez, to me, it's a dub. It's a dub. Not because I believe Teo is a lesser than fight, because I don't. I believe Teo is just as good of a fight. However, when you call somebody out and they accept your call out and you go somewhere else, that's a dub. And it's going to look real bad because people already say that you ducked Matias. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I say you didn't duck Matias. You beat the guy that beat Matias with ease. I give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you duck Devin, if you don't fight Devin, you're showing duck tendencies. Because this is now 2, really 3. You could say Jack Catterall as well. Because you didn't take that fight. So this could be the 3rd fight that you do not accept. But this is the first one that you created the fight. Devin don't even fight at 140 no more. He said he's not going back to 140. That's why he fought Ramirez at 144. He said, I'm going up. But you made this fight for no reason. You brought this man's name up for no reason. And now that you won, and now that the spotlight is on you, you don't want to do it. I don't understand. Unless you're scared. I like to think that professional fighters are not scared because all you do is fight. But there's more than one way to be scared. You don't have to per se be scared to fight somebody, but you could be scared to lose. You could be scared to look bad. You could be scared for things not to go your way. You could be scared to lose your credibility. See, there's other ways that you can be scared. That's not just scared of the individual in front of you. It's the results of the individual in front of you that you could be scared of. And that might be what it is. Like I said, personally, I think you can beat Devin. I think you have the IQ. I think you have the speed. I think you have the precision. I think you have very crisp, straight shots. And I think you have more power. I would have to look to see who's taller, but I think you're taller. I think you might have a longer reach, but we would have to confirm. In fact, I'm going to bring it up in just a second now that I mention it. The only thing he's going to have on you more than likely is weight. And even then, I don't know. Because you claim or have claimed that the 10-pound rehydration clause saps your energy. And if that's sapping your energy, I don't know how big you actually get whenever you step into the ring. So you and Devin might be around the same size. So let's do this real fast. We're going to do what they used to call on HBO, that's gone, the tell of the tapes. Let's type in Richardson, Hitchins. All right. Let's see if they got everything. You're definitely taller because you're 5'10". So you got a 74-inch reach. Let's look up Devin. I think they're going to say Devin's probably 5'9". Yep, Devin 5'9", 71-inch reach. So I was right. You're taller and you have a 3-inch reach advantage. So you have a 1-inch in height, a 3-inch reach advantage. Physically, you have the advantages. Physically. So you're not, it's not like you're going up to fight Boots Ennis. You're not going up to fight Brian Norman Jr. or Antoine. You're not going up to fight them. So I'm not understanding. you're actually the bigger man, more than likely. Again, I don't know what you weigh fight night. Devin may have you by a couple of pounds, but your stature, your reach is better than his. So what is it, Richardson? Are you about what you talk about, or are you scared? Are you going to fight Devin Haney, or are you going to duck? Because I know, without a doubt, Devin will fight you. And I know, without a doubt, Devin will show up. And I know, without a doubt, if you say yes, the fight's going to happen. And in fact, aren't y'all both with Eddie Hearn? I know Devin's kind of a quasi, semi, nuance free agent, but he works with Eddie. He's always worked with Eddie. You might as well call him a matchroom fighter. Even though he's got Haney Promotions, like, you might as well just say he's a Eddie fighter, because he won the top rank for 3 fights and went right back to Eddie. And has been fighting with Eddie the entire time. So while he is a kind of a free agent, at the end of the day, he's an Eddie Hearn fighter. And I believe you are also matchroom. I'm almost positive you're matchroom. Let's see, promoter. Who's your promoter? Who's your promoter? I could be wrong. Matchroom. So you're with Eddie Hearn too. Bro, that makes it even worse. That makes it even worse. Y'all have the same promoter. Y'all do business with the same promoter. So all of that, Earl Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, wrong side of the street, can't cross over, scared because there's traffic and cars coming, that don't apply. Y'all fight in the same playground. Y'all go to the same school. Y'all practically sleep in the same house, at least building. So what is it? What is it? What are you going to do, Hitchins? Are you going to take the fight that you requested? Or are you going to show colors of being scared? Because like I said, we got to go with baseball rules where it applies. 3 strikes and you're out. This will be the 3rd person you could have fought that you're not going to fight. So I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. When we look at the resumes of the 2 fighters, okay, Devin has the better resume. There's no doubt. Lomachenko is better than anybody Hitchins has been in the ring with, by far. Outside of that, to my mind, the only people I can think of that Hitchins' fault would be Poirot, who beat Matias, but I don't think Matias is that good. We're going to find out in his next fight. We will see what Matias does coming up in his next fight. He's either going to prove that he's on that level or he's not. But we're going to find out very quickly what Matias is made out of. I would say Poirot and old ass Zapata. I mean, that would be your best wins. But when it comes to Zapata, you're fighting Zapata. Bert Charles, I need another New Yorker in here. Charles, hop on the panel. We needed another New Yorker from the fucking city to come talk about his duck colors, these ducktails that Hitchins is showing. I need somebody else from the city because we need to put pressure on this dude. Charles, if you can, if you're not on the subway right now with your low ceiling having ass, with your little 6-foot ceilings in your apartment, hop on the panel. Talking about I can touch my roof. What's going on, Outlaw? How you doing? Welcome. I'm waiting for Charles to come on here because you know he's going to talk shit if he hops off of what I just said. You know he's going to talk shit, but that's okay. We're going to talk shit tonight because right now the target is Hitchins. You mad I'm Charles, shorty? Look, let me tell you something, Charles. I'm going to explain something to you. I am the final boss. I am officially the final boss of the 6 Foot and Under Club. I am 5'11.9. I am one head. one little sliver. So small you can't even see the difference. So small that if me and somebody 6 foot tall stood next to next, you wouldn't even know the difference. But I'm the final boss. Anyways, I digress. All right, I'll give you a second. You know what I need to do? I need to hop over to YouTube real fast so we can pin this. So if anybody wants to hop on, they can tell me, are these duck tendencies that Hitchins has been showing? I just need to know, are these duck tendencies? Because I feel like it is. Oh shit. There's another panel going right now. Hold on one second. I don't like to do this because I'm live. He said it's crazy. It's crazy. Bruh, we know you like 5'6" with 6 foot ceilings. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm gonna mute my mic for 2 seconds. I'll be right back, guys. I want to see something. All right, my bad. I seen on Bill Haney live. I just had to talk on somebody else's panel to see what they said. I had to hop back over here because I offered, I doubt Bill will jump over here because he's on a bigger panel than mine right now, but it's all good. All right, let's see here. Is Hitchins TO not happening? I thought that would hopefully happen after TO got in the ring. I think Hitchins has a hard style for TO. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Hitchins fight TO. I do not want to see it. I want to see Richardson Hitchins fight the man that he called out. That's what I want to see. I think it would be a good fight with T.O. Don't get me wrong. I believe he could beat T.O. But at the end of the day, he called out Haney. Not T.O. Haney. T.O. was chasing Hitchins. Hitchins was chasing Haney. And then after he wins, after he gets out the ring, now he's getting cold feet. Like he's standing in the middle of a winter in New York. When we know right now it's summertime. Yeah, them summers ain't the warmest in New York, but them summers ain't cold enough to give you cold feet. Hitchins, it's not. Yeah. All right, let's see here. I think Hitchins has a hard style for T.O. I agree. They were hugging it up in the ring, so probably not. I think they got the same manager, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he did call out Devin True. So he put himself in that corner. I agree. Devin was not calling him out till Hitchins called him out. Hitchins spoke his name. Hitchins wanted the fight. Hitchins was going back and forth with Bill the entire time. So if you're going to go back and forth with Bill, and if you're going to yell fuck the Haney, and if you're going to get into a Twitter war like you're Drake on some soft shit, then at least back what you say. At least back what you say. At least do that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, there's only one way to do this. Well, actually, two ways. One, fight Devin by answering this call. And I truly do believe Charles right now says your device is not connected. I'll let you on the panel, but at the moment it says device not connected. And there we go. Bow. What's going on, Charles? How you doing?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Bro, how you feel about this?
Oh, I didn't hear what you were saying before that. I was kind of in and out. I was cooking and shit. But Hitchins is ducking who?
Devin Haney.
Oh, don't get me started. He ducking fucking Gary Antoine Russell too.
See, and that's what I'm saying. It's starting to be a bad look because he could have fought Matias, turned it down. Because his excuse was, I don't like the rehydration clause of the IBF. It doesn't make me fight at my best, right? He beats Paro, who beats Matias, and says, I didn't feel like I was in my best because of the rehydration clause. So that's twice that he talked about a rehydration clause. Before he fought Paro, he was supposed to fight Jack Catterall. He didn't want to do the rehydration clause then. So this is 3 times on 3 different occasions that he's telling you, in my opinion, I'm too big for the rehydration clause. So if you're too big for the rehydration clause, then why not fight Devin at 147, who's never fought at 147?
And they don't even have to be at 147 because Devin is fighting at fucking catch weights. So it can be at 145, whatever the fuck they wanted to be at.
144.
But let's talk about why ain't nobody trying to unify with Gary Russell.
Gary Antoine.
Ain't nobody's trying to unify with the homie. Maybe Puello, because Puello got that, he beat him by the skin of his teeth. But other than that, ain't nobody calling this dude out. Hitchins, he had a solid performance. His last fight was solid. Stopped him, but I mean, Kambosos is a fucking 130 fighter. He ain't 140. He ain't no 140 dude.
I agree. I don't think Kambosos should have ever been at 135. I think he should have went down in weight. He was too small for 135.
He could have stayed at 135. He'd have been competitive, but he shouldn't have moved up to 140. Was he was the max out. That's it.
There's nobody he could beat at 135 though.
Or 40.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He should have went down to 130.
I don't know if he could lose that. That's 5 more pounds, dog.
Yeah, but he a little dude. He's really small. Like, you see how soft his body looked on the scale against Hitchins?
Yeah, but still, for him to go down to 30, shit, he on like a fucking skeleton.
I mean, I think he could do it. I think that's where he always belonged. I don't know, dude. Like, his body was he wasn't lean at 140 on the scale. Like, when you cut a massive amount of weight, you should look lean. That man had a soft body. Looked like he was eating donuts in the training camp.
That's the same thing with De La Hoya. De La Hoya he didn't look right at 54. 54. Yeah, 54. He definitely looked like shit. Well, he fought Bernard Hawkins. He was soft all around the bed. He deserved that liver shot.
Yeah, I agree.
But I can't see Kambosos 35. That's his cap out. 40. I don't know how much weight he had to cut, but you definitely know Hitchison had to cut some weight if he complaining about fucking weight, especially with the IBF, because you got to do the same day weigh in and all that other shit.
I agree, Outlaw. Lee Shelby and Kambosos, when they fought, they looked around the same size, rehydrated. Even like Mickey Bay, when he fought Mickey Bay looked bigger than him. So Kambosos is a little dude. And I just think he was a 130-pound fighter always.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it though. A little dude, nigga, we both weigh over 200 pounds. Like, you look at these dudes, it's like, shit, the camera make them look bigger than what the fuck they are.
I mean, that's true.
So you sit there and be like, damn, he look like Rolly. Rolly, when he fought at 147, I was like, damn, this nigga look like he 154.
Yeah.
When he fought Ryan, I'm like, damn, this nigga look big.
Sometimes I'll be like thinking to myself, they lie about their weights and they be having trick scales. Because some of them little dudes look way heavier than what they actually are.
Exactly. And they look way taller when you see it. They be like, and at 5'2", 120 pounds, I'd be like, this motherfucker look like he 5'7", 150.
Yeah.
Like, nah, hell no, I don't believe that shit.
But but to bring it back full circle, how you think that makes the city look? If Hitchins was talking all this shit, saying fuck the Haneys, and he backs out of this fight and doesn't take it. And I say the city, because everything he says he's doing it for New York. That's what he dedicated the Kambosos fight to. On New York, for New York. I'm about to get the wins back that Kambosos had both times he came here.
Yeah,
So,
funny. And T.O. said the same shit because T.O. was like, wasn't he commentating? He was commentating that fight, right? Or they caught him after the fight.
they got him after the fight. I don't know. He might have been.
But he was talking
Always
shit, and they both was like they don't want to fight each other. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna fight. But I mean, here's my thing. Even if Hitchins fights Tio, to me it's still a duck because the entire time you was calling out Haney. I can't get over that. I can't get around that. If you call out one fighter who wasn't even talking about you, because they don't even fight at your weight class anymore, the entire time you was going in to fight Kambosos, then you need to fight that guy if he says, come on.
Well, if they do fight, you know that shit ain't gonna happen on fucking rider season and shit. You know that shit is a no. That or they gonna make that what they make in the ring 18 by 18. If them two fight, you know they gonna shrink that fucking ring even smaller. just to entertain Hitchison and fucking Haney.
I don't like that. I don't like that they're shrinking the ring. I don't like that at all.
I don't agree with it either. Because motherfuckers be like, hey, Shakur be running. I'm like, Shakur fights in the pocket. Like, there's a difference. Like if you looked at like Skull and Canelo, Skull was all over the fucking place.
Yup.
That kind of shit, okay, I get it. But if you're trying to target Haney's last fight, yeah, I get it. But other than that, everybody else it's in the pocket. So you gonna shrink the ring. Shit, it's only one or two things that's gonna happen. The nigga who fight in the pocket is gonna end up really punishing the motherfucker who's aggressive, or the nigga who's aggressive is gonna fuck around and get lucky.
Yeah, them small rings, I think, is starting to take the skill out of boxing.
Exactly.
Like
you shrinking the ring does what?
That would be like you being locked in a room, like in a closet with a dude who's 120 pounds. He stands no chance. So,
yeah, like they taking the boxing out of the boxing.
Right. And I don't like that. And the thing about it is, in my opinion, I believe Biz, he stole that fucking no running rule from you because I've been talking about it for years, but I ain't never said no dumb shit like don't run. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. No running. What
Hell
I
no, especially if you hurt and you can't grab, like shit,
right.
nigga, how the fuck you supposed to get your bearings?
What I used to talk about is the no engagement rule. If you have a dude who refuses to engage, which could be a slick boxer or it could be an aggressive boxer, because I've seen shorter, aggressive fighters get beat into docileness and they don't want to engage. They're scared to come in because they're getting counterpunched by the taller, longer fighter. And I've seen the aggressive dudes be on the back foot not wanting to fight. In a case where you have one fighter who refuses to fight, I agree. Warn them. Yo, you need to be active. You need to do something. You need to get in the fight. You need to try to throw a punch. You need to try to hit the guy. I agree with that. But to say a dude who uses lateral movement is running is ridiculous, in my opinion. What's going on, Jed? If you want to, hop on the panel.
That's part of boxing.
Let me know how you feel about this, Jed. About what looks to be, what appears to be, Richardson Hitchins ducking Devin Haney.
Haney needs a fight.
Oh, I agree. Well, I mean, Haney's got a lot of options.
Yeah, but who's taking him?
I don't know. I really don't know who's going to fight Haney next. I know.
You don't know what weight class he's fighting at. You don't know if he's going to be on the zone or rider season because now they got this, we're going to fight in a small ring shit. And I know his pops ain't going to be stupid enough to throw his ass in there.
Well, the thing about it is I know T.O. doesn't want to fight Devin because T.O., I believe, had the opportunity and he turned it down. And Hitchins, who was yelling for the fight, seems like he doesn't want it. And then, really, truthfully, at 147, You got Boots, but I don't think Boots has any interest to fight him because Boots either wants belts or move up, and Haney doesn't have a belt at the moment. And then, I mean, you got Gary Antoine. Maybe Antoine will fight him. I don't even know if Brian Norman Jr. will fight him because to me, Brian Norman Jr. is this picture right here. He's a fucking duck because he's gonna ask for way more money than he's worth and not fight.
Didn't Boots move up? Didn't Boots vacate?
Did he vacate?
Yeah, I think Boots vacated. Boots is up. Boots is at 54.
Let me look. I gotta type this in because days at welterweight are over. The WBA, IBF, and ring 147-pound champion will move up to the super welterweight division for his next fight. Oh shit!
Mm-hmm. Boots is done. Boots is done at 47. Boots is at 54.
Who the fuck is he gonna fight at 154?
Shit, he got a whole bunch of fights at 54. You got the fucking Inferno, you got fucking you got Madrimov, you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers. You can fight Charlo.
He'll beat the shit out of Israel. Israel is not good.
No, I'm just saying there's more big fights at Virgil Ortiz. He's got more big fights at 54 than he does. He has more big fights at 54 than he does at 47.
You're right. You got Virgil there. You got Bokachuk, who beat Virgil Ortiz, in my opinion. You do have Israel Mazmadov. I don't see the point of fighting him when he lost to Virgil and Crawford. Virgil beat him up way worse, in my opinion. But you got Tim Tszyu. That's still a big name. I don't know if he could get Fundora because that's PBC. So that might be a hard fight to make. What's his name? The Russian dude who beat the shit out of Tim Tszyu. Backroom? Who does he fight for? Is he
Matter of fact, I think his next fight, I think they talking about him fighting Erickson fucking Lubin.
Why?
What, Erickson Lubin?
Yeah.
For Boots? To introduce him to 54?
I thought you were talking about the Russian backroom.
Oh, nah, I don't think he'll do that. But I think they're talking about him fighting what's his face to introduce him to the division to fight Lubin, which I think is a mistake. I think he should take a lighter touch. But hey, if he can get rid of motherfucking Lubin, that's a make it or break it fight for fucking Lubin. That'll do it right there. You lose to this nigga coming up to 54. I don't know.
I'm gonna look up Erickson Lubin, see if that's actually a fight that they're gonna
But
make.
I think that's a fight that they're talking about with him and Erickson Lubin as his introduction to 54.
Yeah, I'm typing in Erickson Lubin next fight. Let's see what it says. Oh, he's already got a fight made.
Oh, who he's fighting?
Oh no, it already happened. My bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an old article.
Yeah, I thought they was talking about him and Lubin setting that up for his 54 debut. I mean, who else could he debut against at 54? I mean, you know what? Thurman. That was another name they threw out there.
Keith?
Oh yeah.
Once upon a hairline?
Once a ponytail. Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. Like, I talk shit about Keith, but I like Keith Thurman. He'll sell the shit out of the fight. But Keith has the ability to win.
Oh, I don't disagree if his body holds up, but that was one of the possibilities they was talking about, and plus form an in-house fight. So they were talking about him against Thurman or him against Lubin as his introduction to 54.
But isn't Thurman with the PBC?
Yeah, but shit, you know, Turkey throw that bag around. That shit don't matter.
You're right. We've seen PVC fight with Turkey before, so I don't know. Shit. He does have the options. You're right, but you don't think he should go straight after a belt?
So, shit, those are both good fights. I don't think the Lubin. I would rather watch the Thurman fight than the Lubin joint.
I think Lubin is a lot more dangerous. for him.
Yeah, which is why I said that wouldn't be the first. I wouldn't take that as the first fight going to 54. But I mean, if you want to make a name and make a statement, he's got a name.
I mean, I would like to see the Thurman fight. You know who I want to see fight? That I don't know what the fuck happened with him. Blair the Flair. What happened to him?
He's at 47 though, ain't he?
He is, but I just want to see him fight.
Oh, shit, I don't know who he fighting.
I'm sure Blair would go to 154 to fight Boots. He's been calling out Boots his entire career.
He call out everybody and don't do shit.
I don't know what's going on with that man.
The only person he ever called out he got to go at was AB.
I mean, he dropped AB. He beat him up.
I'm saying that's AB. That nigga was washed.
Yeah, and Broner, ever since he lost to McDonough, don't let his hands go. That's the issue. Like,
Exactly. That nigga keep them guns tucked in the holster. He ain't firing shit.
and then he gets so fat whenever he's not fighting. Like that dude blow up so fucking fat.
Yeah. And I was a big fan of AB too. With him and Gary Russell, because they both came on the scene at the same time. I'm like, oh, these two little niggas. And then more so fucking AB than Gary Russell. I mean, at least Gary Russell was active and he had injuries and shit, but AB, his shit was just like, nigga, that shit's self-inflicted. Like, nigga, you can control what the fuck happened.
Yeah, he just I don't know. I don't know. He wanted to be a rapper. That's all it was.
Whatever. I don't know what the fuck he did. Whatever it was, that nigga lost focus quick. Now he out here struggling.
I don't know. Like I said, I think Mayweather ruined AB. He should have let AB get the rematch with Maidana. And if he would have beat Maidana in the rematch, I think he would have recovered. But being that Mayweather took that away from him to just see, that's one thing I don't like about Mayweather. Mayweather's got to shine on his own fighters. So it's like, what sense did it make for Floyd to jump in and beat the guy who beat AB instead of letting AB get the rematch?
But everybody knew that was Mayweather's MO anyway. He always outshined his own fighters. If Mayweather was a humble nigga, Mayweather could have had the illest fucking stable in boxing. Because look at who came through that shit. Haney, Shakur, Tio. This nigga had wild names and niggas did not sign with him. Because they all knew he come first. He had Caleb Plant.
You see what allegedly Mayweather did to Haney. He was helping Ryan Garcia.
That tells you what you need to know. This is why niggas did not fuck with him.
Yeah, that don't make no sense to me. Like, Haney grew up in your gym and you gonna help the op? Like, that don't even make no sense to me at all.
Pops is holding the fucking pads for him.
Yeah. And it's like the only thing I can think of is he don't want nobody to be greater than him.
And that's exactly what it is. Like, look what he did with Tank. Oh, well, Tank don't got to do this and Tank don't got to do it. You know how many big fights Tank should have had by now that he didn't have, that he could have potentially won? And even if he lost, he's young and you lost to a great fighter. There's nothing wrong with that. And then bounce back. Like, that shit's crazy.
At this point, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know if it was Floyd and not Tank himself, because Tank been on his own since he's been with Amazon Prime and he still ain't fought nobody.
Yeah, but he only been on Amazon shit, and Amazon about to tank that deal.
Yeah, because they thought Tank was going to fight people.
Yeah, but I mean, just period, just the way how PBC moved. So, like, when I saw that deal, I was like, yo, that shit's not going to last a year or two. It's not. They ain't got.
You went out. I can't hear you. Who the hell is this? Coco Bananas? The fuck? Is this Teofimo Lopez right here? It's a wild picture. Hey Charles, if you still talking, we can't hear you. Your mic went out.
Oh, my bad. I said, yeah, the first 3, 4, 5 cards PBC had, them shits was wild ass. besides for what fucking card was that when Benavidez fought Plant? That was a good card. Other than that, you can't name a good card from PBC. Shit was trash.
Well, the problem with PBC is they try to make every fight a pay-per-view that's not a pay-per-view worthy fight. That's the biggest issue with them, in my opinion.
But that's but that was an issue with them before they got the Amazon.
No, I agree. I agree 1,000%.
Like them cards they had was them pay-per-view cards they was putting on. I was like, yo, this shit is wild ass. Even the free shit that the Turk was putting on, I'm like, yo, they shitting all over PBC. No problem. Shitting all over them. Even when it was pay-per-view, the shit was $25. Nigga, I spent more than that on lunch.
Yeah.
And PBC will sell you some bullshit for like $90. You be like, shit, I'm a fan of the sport, but god damn. Where the fuck the Turk at, man? Give me another $25 card. I ain't trying to watch this bullshit.
Trying to think, outside of Tank and Benavidez, who does the PBC have?
Shit, they're about to lose what's his face, Benavidez, because this nigga making moves. But outside of that, shit, nobody.
But the thing about Benavidez is he's been locked out of 2 divisions now. He got locked out of 168 because of Canelo ducking him. And now Bivol ducking him and don't want to fight him. So, I don't know what Benavidez does. Your mic went mute again. If you're talking.
That better be if shit with Bivol. I don't know how he's not getting a crack at neither one of them two.
Everything you said, we didn't hear. Your mic went out.
Oh, no, I was saying he got a title now at 70, 75, but I don't know what the fuck is stopping him from. I guess they running it back for a third one, but why? I mean, I get it, but
I don't get it at all. I really don't get it. Because Beterbiev already said, he was like, I didn't want to fight him in a rematch. So why the fuck are we seeing a trilogy?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a fighter's saying, I didn't want the rematch, then what is the sense of seeing a third fight?
Getting that bag. So I guess Beterbiev now is, what is he calling out? Callum Smith and Zerto and shit. So he's either flirting with staying at 75 or he's flirting with going to fucking, where's Zerto? Cruiser, right?
Yeah, cruiserweight.
So now he's flirting with going to cruiser. And then he said something about fighting fucking Opataya. Like, I ain't mad at that.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, listen, he threw his name out there.
I know,
but if he wants to do it and let him shit, nigga. I ain't mad at it. I'm watching.
Benavidez is big for 168. He's big for 175, but he a small cruiserweight. And Opataya ain't no fucking joke with that power.
Yeah, but you also got to remember, fucking Benavidez used to weigh 2 and some change.
I know, but he's a fat 2 and some change.
Hey, let that fat slim motherfucker make 190 and want to challenge Opataya. I'm watching. He ain't got the power to keep him off him, but he got active hands and he younger. I'll watch it. If Zerto don't take the fight and this motherfucker want to skip the division, trying to do some other shit, hey man, I'll watch that shit just to see how it pans out. I mean, he ain't.
I mean, I'll definitely watch it, but that'd be the first fight that I say Benavidez ain't gonna win. I would not put my money on Benavidez against Opataya. There ain't no fucking way. I don't even know if he could beat Callum Smith, to be honest with you. I think that's a really good fight. That's a dangerous fight.
Hey, but I'll watch it. Hey, he looking for smoke. And I could appreciate that shit. He can't get the fights he want. Hey man, make the fights that's available to you.
I don't remember ever. Has Benavidez ever fought anybody his same size or bigger than him?
As far as height?
Height and weight. I want to say he was the
Morrell.
biggest. Nah, Morrell was smaller than him.
They were close in height and they were close in weight. Because if you look at the fight, Morrell was clearly bigger. But then he's like a tall, slim build. Morrell he's got some weight to him, so it's kind of tricky. It's like when motherfucking what the fuck is this bum ass nigga's name? It's like when what's his name fought? Who's the nigga that lost the goddamn Hurd? His weight is tricky. He's like Hurd. Because Hurd is big. He don't look it, but he big.
Right. I don't know, dude. I don't think Morrell's good. I've always said I thought Morrell was trash, and I picked Benavidez to beat him.
Like Morrell's technically bigger, and David is like the tall, slim. Like his weight just probably is weird and shit. He's one of them tall, slim niggas.
No, I think Morrell just looked more muscular. So
he's more broader.
I think it's just an optical illusion because he's so cut. He looks bigger than what he actually is, but I don't think he's that big. That's just my opinion. Like I could be wrong, but I don't think he comes in the ring that heavy.
He's a big dude. Like when they locked horns, he was clearly the bigger fighter. Benavidez is the more active fighter, but Morrell looked like he's the big, like he's more broader, like wider. You look at Benavidez, that nigga's like a hanger. He's just long and wiry. Like you don't know where the fuck his weight is at.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like I said, I think the best fight for Benavidez and the most reasonable fight would be Callum Smith. I think if he goes up there and fights Opataya, that's like career suicide because he getting sparked.
Hey, I'm watching either one. Either one is either one is a good fight. I'll take either one of them because it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't get he can't get Bivol, he can't get motherfucking Beterbiev. Callum he can get because what is he ranked 4th or 5th?
I mean, I'll look at the rankings right now. Hold on. Let's go to Box Red.
He's either 4 or 5 because he just knocked off Gvozdyk. So
like heavy. So it goes Benavidez number 1. Excuse me, Bivol number 1, Benavidez number 2, Beterbiev number 3, Smith is number 4. So they got Callum Smith at rank number 4 of the division.
Okay. Who's 5?
David Morrell, which I don't agree with.
Okay, so he knocked off Morrell, which would make sense for him to fight Smith if he stays in the division.
Then you got a guy named Albert Ramirez.
Don't know him.
Yeah, I don't know him either. He's 21-0 with 18 knockouts.
Got some power.
I'm trying to see. I don't see anybody recognizable that he fought or beat. So he's got a pretty padded record. All right, let's see who. Then you got Buatsi, who just lost.
He just lost though. Yeah.
Yeah. And then who comes after Buatsi?
Anthony Yard or some shit?
Nah. Alexander Gvozdyk or
oh no, that's Gvozdyk.
Yeah, Gvozdyk. That's how you say his name. Yeah.
Yeah, Gvozdyk he got his ass whooped by fucking Benavidez.
Yeah, I know. And then he just beat Holloway, which was like a gimme fight. Then you got Zach Parker at number 9, and then Anthony Yard at number 10. I don't agree with Zach Parker. being anywhere in the rankings.
How the
Like
fuck
that's
is
the dude.
this ranking is ass?
It is as Zach Parker quit against John Ryder. I don't know if you remember that,
Mm-hmm.
but he literally quit, and that's who Andrade was supposed to fight, and he didn't take the fight. Remember, they were supposed to fight 2 different times,
Mm-hmm.
and if Andrade would have fought him, he would have been the damn mandatory for Canelo. And I still believe he would have beat Canelo. I think stylistically, it's a nightmare for Canelo.
Yeah, he's long, athletic, good footwork. It's just not the right fight for Canelo. Even though everybody be like, hey, he lost to this man. Listen, he been calling that man out since '54. Yo, Munguia just failed his bead sample. Damn,
Who did?
Munguia.
Well, you already knew that was coming.
Yeah, but he was hella confident. I'm like,
Of course, he
damn,
was confident. He got on
Canelo's
that.
Canelo's camp is tainted.
Is there a fighter that hasn't popped in Canelo's camp? That is the more relevant question.
Oh God, son, he failed miserably.
This is what I said so funny about this fight coming up with Canelo and Crawford. You got Canelo Bistro or Reynoso's Bistro versus Snack.
Hey, at least the snack fighters ain't popular. Yo, this nigga shit was filthy. I'm looking at it right now. The shit just popped up on my phone.
I don't think Snack Fighter will ever pop because
B sample filthy shit. Did he just win his last fight? He just beat the dude who just beat him.
the dude that knocked him out.
Oh Jesus Christ, the French dude.
Yeah. And what's so crazy about it is they haven't taken that loss away. So that French dude still has a loss on his record.
Yeah, but he about to get that back.
I don't know. Like they did it for Haney, but normally when they lose in a ring to PEDs or not, they don't take the loss away.
Man, they need to take this shit away, man. This shit dirtier than the first. What the fuck? Yo, this shit worse than the first sample.
Yeah, I'm looking on BoxRec right now. It's still a standing loss. And you said it's
Yeah,
30. I'm about to type in B sample.
his B sample is fucking filthy.
I haven't seen UGC Flame in forever. Does he still make videos?
Yeah, he was live like 2 hours ago, but I was at work, so I couldn't jump on.
Yeah, I ain't seen that dude in like probably over a year.
Nah, Black still be going live.
Cause me and Black, he die hard Haney fan, die hard, and it make him mad. Cause I was telling him the whole time that Ryan was gonna beat him, and he felt some type of way.
Mm-mm. He still be live. He just was live like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, we need him to hop on this panel to talk about his failed B sample because he be all over the PED testing.
Yeah, he probably don't know it. I gotta throw it in the hangout and shit. That shit just popped up on my phone. Well, I was talking to you. I'm like, and then the shit came.
To the statement. We want to reiterate that this outcome does not change our position. Haney did not knowingly or intentionally ingest any banned substance. The team said in its statement. We remain steadfast in the belief that this result was caused by contaminated. Why is it always some type of contaminated meat? And we are continuing to take every possible step to identify the source.
Mm-hmm. Just like them tacos they be eating. Them niggas is dirty.
He talking about, I have spent my entire career in life doing things the right way. Yeah, but you ain't never been knocked out by an electrician either.
You got hit by a fucking motherfucking some nigga who fucking lay sheetrock. Nigga had like 4 knockouts.
Well, he was the 5th.
Exactly.
Lucky number. And that's the shit that I hate. Like, to me, you can't run with that excuse. I've never done it. I've been clean my whole entire time. Then you're going to be coming back from the biggest loss in your career as if that wouldn't be a reason to do some shit you had no business doing.
Exactly. And then the other shit is, nigga, your first 40 fights we don't even know about. Or the first 30-something fights, you fighting in Mexico. Nigga, them shits is uncensored. Like, you out there, you got the Manny Pacquiao connect. Nigga, you got the plug.
Oh, speaking of Manny, who you got? Manny or Mario?
Man, don't do this.
Who you got, man?
Hey, man, if Manny got the Pac-Man pellets like he did Thurman, shit, I'm going. I'm rolling. I'm rolling with Pacquiao. Especially, yo, did you see fucking Barrio's last performance, nigga? He arguably lost that fight.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit was
Barrios is
terrible.
trash. He's a trash fighter. Period.
That shit was terrible. If Manny stay in that boy chest, if Manny gonna make hell for that fight. And his feet still look fast. I don't know about his hands, like power and shit. I mean, power's the last thing to go, but if he in that boy chest, like he could stay close, shit, Manny got a chance. I don't say he wins that shit, but Barrio should win it by using that long ass jab, but then these motherfuckers don't know how to use their jab.
I'm gonna
Because
say this.
Barrio should have won his last fight with the fucking jab.
If Manny can show up 60% of what he used to be, he can beat Barrios.
Yeah, it's gonna be
that bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. If he can stay close, it's gonna be bad. He'll make it interesting.
People like make such a big deal about Manny losing his fight, and it's like he should have never been in that fight. He should have pulled out whenever Earl Spence had a alleged eye injury. Because I don't understand these fighters. Like, why go into a fight when you haven't been training to fight somebody? So you get the upset loss.
Yeah, because you're training for a whole different style.
Yeah. I don't understand it. Like
when Manny is 100% focused, look what happened to Thurman. Oh, you got little bitty arms and you doing this, and the third. He wore his ass out.
Drop that ass with them itty bitty T-Rex arms, as he said.
This nigga hit that nigga to the body so hard that nigga spit his mouthpiece out and he caught it. I don't know how he did it, but he caught it.
The thing, I know, right?
Like I spit my mouthpiece out. That shit hitting the floor. I ain't even trying to catch it.
But my thing is what Manny is to me. When he went to fight Ugas, it looked like Ugas had been training for Manny the entire time. Like he already knew that Earl Spence was not going to fight him. Because if you remember, Ugas' opponent pulled out for the same eye injury. What would be the odds of that?
Exactly, but they fight two different styles.
Yeah, and it just looked like Manny was trying to figure out Ugas when he got in the ring, and Ugas had already been preparing for him. And I just feel like he was set up.
That don't surprise me at all. Which is why he don't fight with PVC no more after that fight. Because he went with MVP and he went with somebody. I think he went with somebody else. But
who's this fight with? Because I thought Mario Barrios was a PVC fighter.
He is a PVC fighter, but Pacquiao's not a PVC fighter. Pacquiao's fighting independently. So whatever, yeah, exactly. Whatever the fuck he's negotiating, he's gonna get, because he's gonna be the name on that card. He's gonna be the selling point of that card.
Right.
You got to remember that nigga got a whole damn country behind him.
We'll see. We'll see how they do it. But I have all ideas. If it's a close fight, they're gonna rob Manny.
Shit, if it's a close fight, they fuck around and give it to Manny just to see just to see what the fuck he gonna do after that.
Well, he'll fight. I guarantee you, Devin's gonna jump on him immediately.
That wouldn't surprise me, but I mean, that just opens up the market for him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but with that turkey money, it'll be Devin Haney versus Manny, and I don't think Manny can beat Devin. Not now. I think Devin will be too fast for him.
Shit, not after the two fights we just saw with Dev. Nah, I would question that shit, because Devin is questioning his fucking self right now.
Yeah, but you see, even with that being said, Ramirez couldn't even get in range to hit him, and that's the thing. If Devin just
just does enough to
win.
Ramirez ain't got the feet of a fucking Manny Pacquiao. That nigga
Yeah,
got
but
cement bricks.
did you see Manny's last fight?
Manny still got feet.
But did you see his last fight?
Yeah, he looked like shit, but he still
Yeah,
got feet. He still got fast feet. Like he knows how to close. Ramirez, when he fought Devin Haney, the whole fight was Haney backing out, check left hook, jab. Ramirez didn't know how to close in. What Manny does, Manny knows how to. He's a short nigga with short arms. He knows how to close. He knows how to close distance.
right.
So
I don't know.
that's just two different fighting styles.
It's just at 46 years old. I don't know how them feet are gonna. I don't know, man. I think Devin will just dance around them. I don't think Manny could get in. Like I think Manny could beat Mario Barrios. Don't get me wrong. I believe he'll break his own record. I think he's about to be the oldest, second time oldest welterweight champion ever because he already set the record at 42, and I believe he's going to set it again at 46. But I can't see Manny beating Devin. I just think Devin's too much of a purist boxer, and he can just play keep away.
I don't even think Devin believes in himself right now. That last fight with Ramirez, I'm like, ugh. He don't even
Well,
believe in his
Devin,
own. He didn't even believe in his own fucking jab.
I mean, I hear you.
That's his best fucking weapon.
I hear you, but Haney called out Hitchins because Hitchins been yelling his name, and he believe in himself enough to fight Hitchins, and Hitchins don't want him.
Yeah, but him and Hitchins, they're familiar with each other. He ain't familiar with Manny. And he familiar with Hitchins though. Just like when Devin was calling out Tank. They familiar with each other. They sparred. They got a little history. He ain't got no history with Manny.
Mm. Oh, to the chat, crypto. Haney went to 147. I mean, it was a catch weight against Ramirez, but he went there way before Boots moved up. Hitchens just called him out when? Just now? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hitchins
Do
just
we
called
have
out
fake
who?
news? I guess Devin Haney.
Oh well, good shit, nigga. Go ahead and get after it. But I bet you to be at
Maybe
a
live right here. Maybe Richardson, Hitchins. Hey, Hitchins, if you out there, hop on the panel. Tell us how you represent. You got two New Yorkers right here. Hop on the panel if you out there. And that's why you called out Haney right now. Where'd he call him out? Where's it at? Skino? I guess that's how you say your name. Where did you see this call out? We about to look it up right now. I don't see it on his IG. Let's check his X.
he about that action. Go ahead and get it.
Let's see. I'm on X right now. I don't see any updated posts. This is all from like 2024. Where do you see he called him out? Two days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago.
He said Hitchins called out Haney?
Yeah. He said just called him out. I don't see it. I can't find it.
I don't see it either.
Yeah, I'm like Googling right now. I'm on X, I'm on IG, I'm on his Facebook. Oops. I was on his Facebook. I don't see nothing from today. Yo, Skeeto, we need a source. What do you mean what do you mean by they're corrupt? How are they corrupt? What do they do? Because at the end of the day, I don't see how they're corrupt if they got cheated against Ryan. Because you got to understand, at the end of the day, even if Ryan, let's say he was clean, he still busted weight to get an advantage.
I don't see nothing about Hitchins calling him out.
I don't either.
Unless whoever's in here like got a direct line to Hitchins. The only thing I'm seeing is Shoo
Unless
Shoo with Aaron the Plumber, Tank with the black Air Force Ones.
that fucking dude there in the plumber. That I'm so sick of seeing that dude.
He can't fight for shit, man. I'm not even mad at him because he's learning how to box. But dude, I'll fold that nigga with a kidney shot.
Yeah, well, he already got beat up on that show.
Oh, what show? I don't even know what show this nigga be on.
Whatever show that made him he was on that balloon popping shit on YouTube, and then he went on some show. He got beat up and he was crying.
Oh, I don't even watch that kind of shit. But the fact that I seen him training and I saw him like training to throw a hook, I'm like, man, I would sleep as a like your hook is trash. Like,
Yeah.
even if you was to try to fight me on some street fighting shit, like, yo, nigga, I'll pick you up and I'll do this. Nigga, I will hurt you. I'm not mad at the fact that he wants to fight a fair fight. I applaud that. Like, fuck the guns. He's all about a fair one, but nigga, you will lose bad.
Oh, really fast, Charles. He didn't buy the judges against Lomachenko. That was all Top Rank ran. If anything, Bob Arum wanted the judges to make Loma lose so he could keep Haney. Out with the old, in with the new. I mean, in my opinion, Bob has done this before. We seen Timothy Bradley get a win over Pacquiao, even though Pacquiao beat the shit out of him in the first fight.
Oh,
So,
yeah. We
to
all
me,
know that
Bob
one.
is notorious for out with the old, in with the new. And the thing is, it blew up in his face because the minute Haney beat that ass, he left that ass.
Yeah, the same thing with Bud. Because remember,
Yep.
Bud was supposed to get that Pacquiao fight, and we're not gonna make that fight. And he beat motherfucking Errol Spence, and then we lost money and we couldn't do it. Well, your dumbass gave him guaranteed money. What the fuck? That's on you, dumbass. And then he went on from there to make bag after bag after bag.
Right. Biggest fights of his career after he left him.
Exactly. Same thing with Floyd Mayweather. Bought himself out that contract. What happened? Let me get
Yeah,
that.
that shit was crazy though.
Let
Like,
me get that De La Hoya fight.
whenever you seen whenever you seen Terrence leave after that fight with Earl Spence, Bob looked like he was about to have a heart attack.
Mm-hmm. Because he looking at that money like, oh shit.
Yep.
A thousand-year-old nigga mad as hell.
Mad. And then I don't know why I said after the Spence fight. Before the Spence fight, I forget who he fought. He beat, was it what's his name? No, that was BLK Prime.
But
When he
Bob
fought
about
after
to he about to
who
get
was
he got
Bradley?
he got a hell of a fuck. Yo, Top Rank got the best talent right now.
Top Rank has always had the best talent.
Like right now, shit. He about to get he about to see some of that back. I can tell you that. He ain't gonna take a complete loss.
In my
Fucking
opinion, Top Rank develops the best fighters. Like, period, hands down. Like, the best fighters come from Top Rank.
I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. I've been watching Abdullah Mason since his second fight.
Yeah.
Cruz. Shit. Who's another one that's over there? Morataya.
You see that Lil Kiki done ran from Abdullah Mason. Talked all that shit, didn't even try to make weight.
You want to know who's another nigga who ran that ain't nobody talking about? Kid
Who's
Austin.
that? Kid Austin. Oh, from Shakur?
No, Kid Austin ran from Mason.
Did he?
Yeah. That was the next fight that nigga Stud Daddy was talking all that shit about. And Mason was like, oh, yeah, we can make that fight happen. That fight disappeared right off, immediately.
Bro, that fight would be hilarious. The build up to it, because those are like the two most proper speaking fighters in all the boxing. Kid Austin and Abdullah Mason.
Yeah, but his daddy speak like he the auntie and shit. Like that nigga,
Yeah.
I can't respect no nigga who's gonna point his finger at me and roll his neck. Like, nigga, if you gonna argue with me, argue like a man. Like that shit, take that little zesty shit somewhere else. But he was talking all that shit. Oh yeah, we could fight at Daniel Mason. Mason was like, "Yeah, we can make that happen," because Mason is fucking active. This little nigga is on his what fourth or fifth fight this year. The same thing as last year. This nigga's on pace to. This little nigga active,
Yeah.
and them niggas backed out of that fight immediately.
I mean, I'll never bag Kid Austin ever again. After he pulled out of that Shakur fight with that bullshit, and his dad was talking about they tried to kill my son, then he redacted it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I apologize to Shakur. Like, man, sit your little sensitive ass down. But they tried to motherfucking come back around the block. Oh, and if Mason wants to fight, they offered it to him. Nope.
yeah, it's just I didn't know they was trying to fight Abdullah Mason.
Yeah, they shut that shit down. And it wasn't Mason's camp, it was Schofield.
Yeah.
So I don't know who the fuck Schofield's fighting right now. Whatever his next fight is, that shit is on the Chitlin circuit.
I don't know. Like, if I was his promoter, I would have dropped his ass after that Shakur shit. That shit wild to me. Like, you got the biggest fight of your life. And it made me so mad because I thought Abdullah Mason would give him a run for his money. That's what makes me the maddest about the fight.
I think a dude's gonna give niggas hell from 35 to. He's tall too. He's like 5'10".
Well, no, I'm talking about Kid Austin. I thought Kid Austin would give Shakur a run for his money.
That's hell no. That shit would have been Shakur would have picked him apart.
I don't think he would have. I think Kid Austin would have been there trading with him.
Nah, I don't.
Your mic went out again. Oh, let me see. Adam said Hitchins versus Haney would probably be a good fight. It'd be a really good fight. They both sharp. They both can box. They both have high IQ. It'd be a great fight, in my opinion. Tito was afraid Haney will run and get the robbery. I mean, I disagree. I don't think Haney runs. I just think he outboxes you. I don't think Haney needs to go in there to get the knockout. Just piece somebody up. Skate on to victory. It's not your fault if they can't cut off the ring.
Against Tio?
Yeah.
That fight could go.
We seen Tio's not good going forward.
Yeah, but it depends on this nigga Devin's confidence is not there. You saw it in his last fight. So that fight is a toss-up to me, honestly. And if we're gonna go off of last performances, who looked better? Dev against Ramirez or Tio against Barboza? Tio looked way better against Barboza.
He did, but Barboza didn't fight off the back foot like he normally does. He took the fight to Tio.
Yeah, but that tells you what you need to know because Dev ain't coming forward. Dev don't believe in himself right now. The way he fought Ramirez, I was like, oh shit, this man shit. I had more entertainment watching Rolly fight fucking Garcia, which I'm like, shit, I didn't even want to see this shit. And I'm in the city, nigga. I didn't even buy tickets for that shit. Dead ass, them niggas fought on Times Square, and I was like, They fought right where the fucking ball dropped. I'm like, yeah, first off, those are bad positions for fucking seats, and they probably gonna charge an arm and leg for them shits. And 2 out of the 3 of them fights was ass.
No, they was. Tio Barboza was the only good fight on that fight card.
Yep.
Ryan, well, I mean, Rolly made it a good fight. It was just Ryan didn't. After he got dropped, he was just out of the fight.
That nigga ate them double hooks and changed that nigga whole mindset.
He got hit by Yeah. That's all he heard. And clobber hit him in the face with the glove, and it was over.
I'm not trying to fight this nigga with a ball drop and it get dropped at the same time. Fuck this shit.
Mhm. So I don't know. Like the loss that Ryan took against Rolly, I mean, I have to question how good he really is because Rolly is not good.
No, Rolly's ass. Everybody tell you Rolly's ass. Any
So I
pure
mean,
anybody with boxing skill will Shakur will tell you he's ass. Tank will tell you
yeah,
he's ass. Keyshawn will tell you he's ass. A lot of
Mayweather
they,
will tell you he's ass.
yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that tell you shit, nigga, he ass. And that just tells you what motherfucking Garcia's skill set is. Left hook, that's it. He don't even use his jab. He got a good jab.
Yeah, he's a one-armed fighter.
Yeah, that shit is terrible.
And the thing about it is it really brings like the performance he had with Rolly really brings into question: did he actually beat Devin, or was it because of the alleged PEDs? Like,
Mm, it could be alleged PEDs, and plus fucking Devin is a fucking goddamn. He's just suspect to a fucking. How do you not know his best punch? And he
yeah,
hits you with it repeatedly. So that falls on Devin and his fucking camp. Like, nigga, he got one punch. Everybody knows it. Left hook. How do you not just get out the way of that shit? Just
yeah,
like
I don't know.
when, just like when, what's his face fought fucking Deontay Wilder. Left hook.
Tyson
Couldn't
Fury?
get out of that shit. Yeah, Big Bang, Zang. Left hook.
Oh,
Whop,
dang.
whop, whop, whop. Fucking what's his face fought when Zang fought
Your mic went out again, Charles. If you can hear me, your mic went out. The last thing we heard is when Zane fought, and then you went out. If you can hear me, Charles, we cannot hear you. You was making a point about Big Bang Zane. Oh, Zilly Zane. He was making a point. Yep, we lost
for that
Charles.
shit. Yeah, my
Hey,
bad.
all right, you back now. We can hear you.
Yeah, like when Zhang fought, who the fuck was it? Not Deontay Wilder because he stopped him.
Yeah,
It was another person that he beat. That was it. Oh no, when Joseph Parker, not Joseph Parker, when Joe Joyce fought Zhang,
uh-huh.
couldn't stop the left hand,
Yeah.
getting sniped. Boop boop boop. Eye closed, can't fight no more.
I mean, speaking of Zane, who I want to see, Ajit Caballel. I want to see him fight Usyk. I don't want to see the Triple D fight. I think that's just a rinse and repeat. I don't think Triple D is that good. I think he just beat AJ. I don't think AJ's ever recovered from the Andy Ruiz loss, in my opinion. I think I
Shit,
just
he
think
won. He at least he won some fights after that shit.
yeah, he won some, but all the fights that he won were easy fights to win. And he never really got pushed or hit to really see what he has left. And that was the issue. Triple D caught him, and that was it. All she wrote. I mean, I give it to him. He had wins, but I haven't seen the same AJ since he lost. Like that aggression, that seek and destroy.
Yeah, but
The
he's had what 2 or 3 trainers like since that Ruiz loss, right?
Yeah, but that's on him changing trainers.
I don't know, man. That nigga
I,
mindset gonna be his mindset. You either could take a punch or you can't,
well, he
because that's
honestly,
exactly what happened when he got hit by Dubois. That shit was that didn't even look like a real hard, you know what I mean? Sit you on your ass punch because he didn't step through and follow. He was stepping back and hit him.
right?
So, we'll see what he got lined up next. I don't know what he's doing. I know he's
And
trying to.
is he gonna fight again? Because it's been a long time since he's been in the ring.
He's supposed to fight again. They're supposed to be trying to set up him and Wilder, but I know Wilder got something else lined up. Wilder's
Yeah,
supposed to be
Wilder got a fight
fighting.
coming up next month.
Yeah, he's supposed to be fighting somebody, and I'm banking he's gonna lose that one.
You think Wilder? Hold on, let's look it up. I think it's next month, or it might be the end of this month.
I don't give a fuck if he's fighting his is goddamn Pilates fighter. He's his Pilates trainer. He's gonna fuck around and lose. That nigga gunshot. He,
Tyrell Herndon. That's who he's fighting. Tyrell Herndon.
shit. That shit either going 12 or this nigga is getting knocked the hell out.
When is the fight though?
12 rounds. This nigga Wilder don't even throw his right hand no more.
June 27th, the end of this month.
Is this nigga a true heavyweight?
Well, the thing about Wilder is, I see. This is why I disagree. Like, I don't think Wilder was ever that good. I don't think.
No,
his power,
I definitely agree with you. He was never that good. He had a decent jab when he used it, but other than that, ass.
I don't even think he's that hard of a puncher.
I don't know. That right hand that shit is something different.
Against who? Because
I don't.
every
I don't
big
know.
nigga,
He knocked out 42 of these niggas with that shit. His right hand got some kind of pop to it, but other than that, his boxing skill is ass.
But the 42 people he knocked out, all of them would have knocked out. Like, it's not like he was knocking out world beaters. Whenever he stepped up against elite competition, Joseph Parker didn't knock him down, didn't hurt him. Zilly Zane didn't hurt him. Tyson Fury, he knocked down, but we seen Tyson Fury knocked down by lesser guys like Steve Cunningham. So,
But you also got to factor in them niggas wasn't his size. Like Parker, Zane, them niggas, they his size. Yeah, but he's a small heavyweight.
Yeah, but if you fight a heavyweight, you fight a heavyweight. You can't. The I'm small for a heavyweight excuse goes out the window. Usyk is small for a heavyweight.
Yeah, but Usyk weighs more than fucking Wilder.
Well, he does now, but still.
No, he did. He did. Period. Like Wilder's peak weight, like when he was knocking niggas out, is like 209. Like he's barely a heavyweight. Usyk is 220, 225.
I don't think on an elite level Wilder's power is. The thing about real like hard punches is they can knock out people who don't get knocked out. And Wilder has yet to do that. Like, and I don't want to shit on Wilder because I like him because he was our last true American champion. But I didn't really see the skills. And I
don't have no problem. I have no problem shitting on Wilder. That nigga abandoned his jab. That motherfucker wanted to fight. He don't even fight in spurts. You know what I'm saying? He'll throw like 10, 15 punches around. That ain't gonna do shit. So his own demise is to his own doing. Like you started believing it, you started listening to motherfuckers and I got one punch KO power. Yeah, you do, but until you hit niggas that's your weight or heavier, them niggas can absorb it because you're not hitting the body, you're not working a jab, you basically looking for that one shot.
But that's my point. That's why I don't believe. Like I think Wilder has respectable power, but I don't think he has that mythical power that they made out to be. Because if he did, when he was catching Parker with a clean shot, he would have put him down. He would have hurt Zilly. Like he couldn't even make Zilly Zane blink.
Hell no, that's a whole different. That nigga is 6. He's taller than him and what, like damn near 300 pounds, if not more. Yeah. Oh, he's absorbing that shit, and he is southpaw. He could crack back.
Yeah, and he did crack back.
Mm-hmm. Broke them damn toothpicks. Made that nigga spin around. What? Put his ass to sleep quick.
I don't know, man. Wilder to me is just
one trick pony.
He's a one trick pony, but it's like even as looking at how his career went and how AJ's career went, it still is a possibility that he could have beat AJ if he landed. It's still.
He would have still had to take. He would have still had to take that fight because look at the fights AJ took. Most of them fights took place on his side of the street.
Right.
Wilder didn't take them fights. He didn't fight Klitschko. He didn't fight. Oh, what the fuck is that other heavyweight's name that was on the side of the street? AJ took them belts from the PBC.
Yeah.
The only belt Wilder had was the WBC. That's it.
Yeah. And the thing is, I wanted to see Wilder fight Dillian White. I thought that would have been a good fight, but he never
I
took.
wanted to see. I wanted to see him fight White. I wanted to see him fight Chisora, and I wanted to see him fight AJ.
See, I don't think.
Definitely AJ, because at the height of the bullshit, that was for undisputed.
Right.
Dillian White, that fight would have been that was just for just I'm gonna talk cash shit if I whoop your ass. That was just a shit talk fight. Like
Yeah, they
let's
both
exactly. Let's just get to it. Whoever wins, we win. Chisora, I just like Chisora because I don't think Wilder would have stopped him, and Wilder don't got no inside. He don't got no inside fight. So Chisora would have been in that motherfucker's chest with haymakers.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Chisora beats Wilder, and I think he beats AJ as well. I don't think AJ can handle the pressure because Chisora gonna come at you, and you're not gonna put him down easily, especially early.
No, but you know what? I can't even disagree with that because this would have been like 5 or 6 years ago, and Chisora would have been in AJ's chest too. So I wouldn't have mind watching the fight just to see how it plays out. But I knew how it would have played out against Wilder.
And you just went out again, my dude.
My bad, my shit timed out. I
Yeah,
wouldn't have
you
been
did.
mad. I wouldn't have been mad at none of those fights because I could see how it plays out. I could see Chisora in his chest. He ain't getting knocked out. Wilder ain't got no inside game.
Right.
White maybe because White takes chances. He'll try from the outside. AJ, shit, at that time, robotic. Head don't move off the line. I could kind of see Wilder lining them up, but I could also see AJ stopping him too. That would have been like 50-50.
You talking about AJ Chisora, AJ Wilder?
No, AJ Wilder would have been 50-50. If AJ can't get his head off that center line, I could see Wilder timing him. AJ Chisora or Wilder Chisora's in their chest. You're not gonna hit him with nothing clean.
I got Chisora beating them both. Like I would go as far as to say that Chisora may actually knock out AJ. I don't know if he'll knock out Wilder because Wilder has a lot of heart and he can take a beating for a long time. But I think he can knock out Anthony Joshua because once Joshua gets hurt, rocked, he doesn't know what to do and he shells up and he doesn't let his hands go. He's irresponsible defensively as well. And he just completely taps out. And I think with that, like you said, head to chest, all them overhands that he throws, he'd eventually catch AJ with something that hurt him.
Yeah, I can see that also. And then with White Wilder, that's a toss up. It depends on because White is never fucking disciplined. Like White could fight inside, but White would be a bold motherfucker and just fuck around and drop his hands and be like, "Hey, motherfucker!" And Wilder clean his fucking clock.
Well, the thing is, though, is does Wilder ever throw uppercuts? Because that's the only punch we've ever seen hurt Dillian White is the uppercut.
He threw an uppercut in the first fight against Fury. That's what started the fucking trouble. But he doesn't throw. He doesn't throw. He doesn't throw it much though.
Right. I mean, that's how you beat Dillian White. Just throw an uppercut.
But Wilder, but then again, Wilder doesn't even throw a proper uppercut because when he even dropped Fury, when I looked at that shit, I was like, nigga, that shit was sloppy.
Right.
It was the cross that probably finished him off, but the uppercut is what it dazed him. I don't think he would do. I don't think he has the IQ to do that shit against White.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many fights that we could have had, that we should have had, that era of boxing could have been one of the best eras, but just people too scared to fight each other.
I can agree with that.
And the ones that were scared was the main two fighters. That's what's so bad about it. You had Wilder from the U.S. too scared to fight them, and then you had AJ, in my opinion, too scared to fight them, especially after the Ruiz loss.
With
That like derailed everything.
with a whole lot of money on the line.
Yeah.
Fuck that! I'm fighting you in the parking lot. we gonna get to this money.
But hey, dude, I'm about to wrap it up. I'm about to go take a shower, eat some dinner, go to bed. Appreciate you stopping through. I have to. I don't know why. Like I haven't seen Black go live in forever. Like it don't even
Nah,
support.
black joints, black be going live like in the morning.
Oh, early.
Not too early, but black will go live like around 11. Like the last live he just dropped, it was like 8 or 9. I was like, oh shit, he's live. Like, and I talked to the nigga.
Yeah. So
So
that's
when I
why
saw him,
I
yeah.
can't work.
So when he dropped off, when he dropped his live, I was like, oh shit. And when I finally popped up, he was like, yo, I'm about to log off. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, I just caught it.
Yeah, I like to
So
see what he's got to say about Jaime Munguia fell in the B sample because, like I said, he stay
oh he
on
cut
them.
oh yeah, he cook oh yeah, he cooking them. Nevada Nada. Oh, he cooking.
Yeah, yeah. That's like the number one pusher of it.
Mm-hmm. Him and what the fuck is young Ariola's name? God damn it.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I call him Young Nipple. Trav. Nigga
He bold.
Trav. Yeah, his name's Trav. Trav be he heavy on that shit too when niggas is coming up dirty and shit. Trav FDNY or FDY.
Right.
He stay on him. Like, yo, this nigga pop dirty. Like nobody pays attention to his shit. But I mean, certain people do, but when I want to see who's dirty, I definitely I could hit Black or I could hit Trav.
Yeah, you know me, I just been so inactive with doing like lives and videos that like I haven't been keeping up with anything as far as the YTPC goes. Not like I used to.
Yeah, I've been busy with work, so
Yeah,
shit
I've been at
load.
like the last probably 2 years been super busy with work and my YouTube videos have like dwindled.
Hey man, you gotta pay them bills, man.
And them bills is most important.
Hey, yeah, you know. But
But
yo, I'm about
anyways,
to get
man, like I
but
said, thanks for stopping by.
no problem, nigga. I'm about to go eat some catfish. I'm going to bed.
All right, dude, I'm gonna do the same.
All right, my nigga.
All right.
All right, peace.
We gonna end it on this. Hitchins, you better take this damn fight. You better take the fight. You better at least try to make the fight. Because if you don't, from this day forward, I'm gonna look at you like you a duck. We can't take no more L's in New York. We can't take no more. We had Gerald Miller, man, Juice Bar Central. We had Berlanga, one of the worst fighters I've ever seen in my life. And now you ducking somebody from the West Coast? Nah, we can't have that. So you better make this fight. You better attempt to. And if it doesn't happen, you better come with receipts how you tried to make the fight. On that, I'm out. Thanks everybody who stopped by, chatted with me, hit the chat box, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you.